Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about Sofi, ticker symbol SOFI. As of right now, the stock did sell off about 15%. So we're going to be talking about what's going on and answering that main question of, is now the best time to invest in it? So I hope you guys all enjoy it. Like, subscribe, do what you guys do. And if you guys want to learn more about trading, I'm a full-time swing trader, and we do have an amazing school where I teach people how to find stocks, my strategies, my mindset, how I've been a full trader for over 6 years. So guys, you guys can use code YouTube, all caps, to get 20% off. So check it out. I'll see you in there, but let's jump into this. So starting off with what has been going on with Sofi. Well, pretty much this past year, you guys can kind of see that we've seen a decent amount of volatility where the stock has gone from, $4 all the way in here, hitting highs at $11, selling off, establishing some decent support near and around 664. It hits it several times, getting that natural buying pressure. Then we did get this great little breakout. Hit highs here again at about, 1050, sold off, found some support near and around 738, moved its way back up to 930, and then just kind of has been very, very volatile. Now, looking at the chart today, you guys can kind of see that Sofi stock got absolutely crushed, right? The stocks pretty much went from 850 all the way to 765 after hours, curled up, hit that 200-day moving average line, and pretty much has been just stair-stepping its way down in the market here. Now, answering that question of, is now a good time to invest in it? Well, historically, looking at the chart here, normally what I always look for is when we get some sort of breakout above these moving average lines for a possible trade. So I always think, though, it's important to understand what's going on inside the stock. Well, the thing is this is why we're getting sell-off right here. Sofi Technologies shares fell about 15%, closing at $7.27. Now, the reason why we're seeing so much sell-off is because after it said it was planning to sell up to $862 million worth of convertible bonds. Now, for those of you that don't know what those are, I went ahead and I pulled them up here so we can kind of see what they are. So this is a convertible bond, is a fixed income corporate debt security that yields interest payments but can be converted into predetermined number of common stock or equity shares. So pretty much what this is in simple terms is they're taking on some debt. Does this mean the company's going under or something to be scared about? Well, anytime a company takes on debt, that's pretty much going to dilute the stock, because in most instances, what we'll see is them announce this and then actually just go the common stock route instead of paying interest. So I think that's why we're seeing so much sell-off here. But to answer that question of, is Sofi stock worth it? I always think it's smart to look at the price. I think if you're going to buy it, you should buy it at a good price. So for me, to answer that question, right now actually does represent a decent opportunity to start that process of buying shares. And the reason why I say that here is because as we look at this chart here, what do we notice here? Let me go ahead and go back. I accidentally clicked the button here. What do we notice? Every time it's pretty much under, this 730 mark, we see that natural tendency of getting a pretty decent amount of buying pressure, right? We can actually go ahead and I can kind of show you, if we hopped in right now near and around the 720 mark and we set our stop loss. So if we're looking to trade this, or maybe we just don't want to hold it. So we set our stop loss just below, the old lows, then we set our max profit all the way up to old resistance right here. So actually looking at this as a trade or an investment, you could risk $1 to make $2.35. If you hop in now, set your stop loss below this old support here, and then you set your first profit above it. Another reason I do like this as a possible trade is by looking at something called the RSI line. The RSI line is the relative strength index. So as we look back at it, at its current prices right now at about 27 down here, you guys can see the last time it was trading for it was right in here where we had this great move up. Then we had more here where it had that great move up. So historically, every time, it trades pretty much below a 27 could represent a good opportunity to start that process of investing. Now, SoFi is a growth stock, so it's going to be volatile. It's going to go up and down at very, very rapid rates. And I do own shares of SoFi for long-term growth. But right now, starting that process of like dollar cost averaging, so investing consistently, could be a good way to get some share price at a affordable price and just hold it for the long run. SoFi is a competitor with virtually every single online bank and bank. They have debit cards, credit cards, they have loan refinance loans, they have a variety of financial tools. So SoFi for me is an absolute buy. This debt could definitely dilute the stock a little bit, but we'll see what happens with it. Let me know down in the comments if you're buying it. And guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my swing trading course, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.